Okay, hey babes. It's a big step up from bestie and very different from gay people in my phone. Hey babes. Yeah, I finished my other cat. It's just like a bigger version of the little ones over here. Except I did mess up. So I'm gonna have to like take out a little bit and redo it, but it's fine. I'm working on something else. It's gonna be a big sun. I found it on Pinterest. I was on Pinterest like all night. I woke up at like 2 in the morning. Probably like 2:30, but still. Yeah, and I just went on Pinterest. I saw a post on there the other day, probably yesterday, that it was about Hadestown, and it was just like, just casually just made me cry about Hadestown. I was like, oh my gosh. It was like, Orpheus means the darkest hour of the darkest night. It's not like exactly like in the song, but it's like Orpheus is like, it means the darkest hour. And then Eurydice says like, in the darkest hour, the darkest night comes right before. And then yeah, it's like, spoiler alert, they say she calls his name, so he turns around. That's all I'm gonna say. That might not seem like a spoiler if you don't know the myth, but it is. Okay. Also, I just like probably want to just talk about Hadestown. I just love Hadestown so much. And let's bring it back to being gay. I'm working with a gay yarn, so it's like gonna be white, and then yeah, the sun's gonna be like the gay flag, the lesbian. Using the lesbian yarn. I also have the bisexual yarn, but I don't know what to do with it because I'm like pretty sure I'm not interested in dating men. Like I bought that after just like a crush, and then it didn't go well, and so I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, why do I have this? I'm thinking I'm probably gonna like make something and sell it to someone who is bisexual, or like gift it to them maybe if we're close. I don't know. But yeah, Hadestown is so good. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I remember my uncle came to visit like from Texas, and he mentioned like, oh yeah, like my wife and I saw it. He told my dad and I that we should watch it, and I was like, yeah, I mean, like, I've heard about it. I'm like a big musical theater fan, so I've like seen people talking about it, but I didn't like have a way to watch it, and I didn't know what it was about either. And so yeah, it was like like obviously Hades, and I loved Hercules. I'm like, okay, Hades, immediately recognize like god of the underworld, but like that was it. It doesn't say like Orpheus and Eurydice. It doesn't say Persephone in the title, and so I was like, I probably would have been more interested if it said like Persephone was somewhere, like if I knew that she was gonna be in it. Because Hades has a lot of myths, and not all of them include her, so I was like, it could be about anything. But yeah, it was really good. I was scrolling through my YouTube homepage one day, which like, yeah, it just popped up like a bootleg version of it, like the full show, and it wasn't just like a recording of the play, like someone went to go see it and like took a recording of it. They did that, and then they like edited the original soundtrack, like the like, well, the good quality version of it. Like, so they took a video so you can see what's going on, and then they play the like good quality version, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so like so good. Like, I used to have to hope that I would see a master post like on Tumblr of like all these different bootlegs, and then sometimes you go to click on one and then it's like, oh, that link's dead. So I couldn't always watch the shows that I wanted to watch, so my uncle's like, go see Hadestown, and then yeah, it just popped up on YouTube one day, and I was like, I'm so grateful to be living at like this exact moment in history. I know like this was pre-October 27th, October 7th, 2023. when like, yeah, I realized the world we live in is like more complicated. Like there's genocides, multiple genocides happening, which were happening before that, but I wasn't as aware. I knew a little bit about like what was going on in Palestine, occupied Palestine and everything, in the West Bank. I'd seen documentaries, but like I didn't know about what was going on in like the Congo, for example, or like Syria, or like anywhere else. So like, yeah, it was an eye-opening time. And there's a big eclipse that day too. Just thought I noted that and I thought it was interesting. Yeah, oh, well, yesterday I was gonna go on an astrology tangent and I never did, but basically all I was gonna say was like I wanted to get my like Pisces tattoo, the little fish in the koi pond, so not koi pond, but like in the yin yang symbol. I wanted that for my Saturn return because I have Saturn in Pisces and I'm an Aquarius rising. Saturn's the ruler of Aquarius, the traditional ruler at least. Modern astrologers or modern people who use the modern rulerships would assign Aquarius to Uranus, as some people say. But anyway, yeah, I like the thema mundi is very like symmetrical and nice, and I'm like, why change it just because we discover new planets? So yeah, Saturn is in Pisces, and so I wanted to get a tattoo for it like during my actual Saturn return. So I like looked up on AstroSeek when it was gonna happen, like the exact day and time, and so it was like in February, and so I emailed my tattoo artist at the beginning of January. Like it was like January 2nd, I think. Like I didn't want to do it on New Year's Day because I didn't want to seem like too overly eager. I was like, I want this very specific thing at a very specific time, and then she didn't get back to me until after, which ended up working out because like during the whole month of February I was doing the like I released my album about getting dumped on Valentine's Day called Stupid Cupid, and I was doing covers of like love songs every day in February until I released that, and then I did a cover of a breakup song every day for the rest of the month. So I was really busy that month, and like it probably wouldn't have worked out anyway, but yeah, she responded after that, and then like the day that we had planned, or the day that we did plan it and I did get the tattoo, was when Mars came and conjoined, where Saturn, it was like transiting Saturn had passed my Saturn a little bit, but they're still very close, and then Mars had come up and joined both of them, and that's when I got the tattoo. And Mars rules needles, and Saturn also rules like delays and stuff, so I'm like, it makes sense that my Saturn return tattoo was delayed. I just thought that was funny. Anyway, yeah, I was talking about Hadestown before. Yeah, I'll just be like scrolling through Pinterest. I was looking for like, I have this grid shape for the sun that I'm gonna do. And so I was looking for like other options maybe, and like just to make sure I really liked this one, and then I started on this one. I do really like it looking at it again, but then like I started on this one and I have like let's say like 8-9 rows out of 100 that I'm gonna do, because it's like this is a 25 by 25 square, and I decided I want it to be like bigger, like because these are really small, a lot smaller than they don't take up very much room on the wall like I thought they were going to. So I was like, I'm gonna make this one just like really big. This is like kind of what I was imagining, like lengthwise, you know, it's gonna just be like all back there. Yeah, and I think it's like fun because it's like right by the piano with the black and white keys, and then this is gonna have like all the color changes, so it's just gonna be like fun, like a little pop of color. But he's just like, this one I didn't have enough yarn. I think I skipped like 1 pixel. It would have been 1 pixel over here, but it's like 3 rows because I just multiplied that one by 3. But yeah, I think I skipped some rows on the head, and then the ears are supposed to be over Well, I was supposed to like go in, do like one blue and then the ear, and I forgot to do that. And I think that's what I was doing on camera while I was talking yesterday, and I like messed up. Anyway, yeah, usually I don't film until like I wait for my dad to leave and then I start filming, and then he's here, so I don't know, like, yeah, his phone's like going off. Sometimes he's like playing music and stuff and it's just like kind of loud, so sorry if that happens. It's not a big deal. Yeah, Hadestown, if you haven't seen it. Yeah, like I was saying, I just like was really grateful to be living at like this specific moment in time where like, even though there's a lot of atrocities going on, there always have been a lot of atrocities going on, and at least I can watch Hadestown in my room for free without even like needing to look for it. It just popped up, and I had like taken a break. I deleted Instagram off my phone, and then I think I found it like after that, because I don't remember talking about it on. I would have been like, oh my god, this, everyone go watch Hadestown, it's so good, but like, yeah. So I think it was like September 2023, and then I deleted Instagram, and then I like found it. Maybe I would have been on Instagram instead of YouTube at that moment. I would have never seen it, but it's, yeah, I'm very glad that I did. And so I watched Hadestown. I think I watched the NPR Tiny Desk of it, and also like some video essays, like somebody was talking about like how it came together. I didn't realize like watching it, it had taken like 13 years for it to come together like that way, the way that it did. And like, yeah, just some of the things that they were talking about in the video were like, oh my gosh. Like, she was writing the songs, and she wrote the one that Persephone sings where she's like, there's a crack in the wall, and she was gonna name it A Crack in the Wall, and they're like, then she came up with the famous title, A Crack in the Wall, and then they're like, she changed it like a week and a half later. It's just like, okay. It was a fun video. I don't remember what it was called or anything, but yeah, I started watching like a lot of stuff about Hadestown, and then I started watching like Ava Noblezada has these concerts that she does by herself, and I think Reeve Carney does too, but they didn't like show up on my, even when I searched Reeve Carney, I didn't see anything like this. But Ava Noblezada, is it Eva or Ava? I don't know, I think it's Ava. Ava Noblezada has these like shows that she does. She has like one, I think it's one of her friends playing piano, and then she just sings like whatever songs she wants to sing, and they're so fun. And she always she does little like trivia, because she's been in other shows, and so she'll ask like, oh, have you seen my other shows? Like she'll go up to someone in the audience, and then she'll do this game where like she orders 3 tequila shots, and she'll ask them 3 questions, and so if they get the question right, then she has to take the shot, and if they get it wrong, then they take it. And so she'll ask like, have you seen my other shows? Like, and she always tells stories about like how they went wrong, which is funny. Like in one of her shows, like her character dies in the end, and then like she's getting up and walking away after the lights go off, but like the lights came back up like when she was getting up, and so everyone was like, oh my gosh, she's still alive, you know. And so she had to like die again. And there's a little kid in one of them who like he peed on her, basically. Is she tells it better than I just did, but yeah, it's just like, it's so fun. I would have never imagined like just watching Hadestown that like this girl was in another play where like a little boy peed on her. She's so funny. She's a triple Pisces. But also I remember like one time she was talking about feeling like an alien, and then I was thinking like in sidereal astrology she'd probably be like a triple Aquarius if she's a triple Pisces. So I was like, that makes a lot of sense too. Yeah, because I like, anyway, I already made a video about that, like my, yeah, tropical versus sidereal charts, but on my astrology channel. I don't need to get into that here. But yeah, speaking of, what was I gonna say about like lesbians in Hadestown? Did I already say it? I don't remember. But yeah. Speaking of being a lesbian in Hadestown, I am gay for Ava Noblezada. She's so cute and fun, although like I don't think we would get, like I don't think we'd be compatible, but like yeah, I just love her. And Hadestown is so good. Oh, the thing I was gonna say is one of the things in that video essay I was watching, they started talking about these like rewrites, like Hadestown went through a bunch of rewrites. Orpheus used to be like super different than he is. And I might put some videos down below so you can watch for yourself. But yeah, like, so he's kind of like a little, like in the one that I watched first, the like more recent, these are the ones after the rewrites. He's kind of like a little dorky guy, and he's got like a really high-pitched voice, and like, I don't know, it's just kind of like, he seems like a little dweeb to me. And I'm like, okay, I guess you were just seasoned to that. And then there's some clips that these were cut into, I didn't really notice the first time I watched it, but like there were some clips of like the older version cut into the version that I watched, where like he has, instead of like a little like red bandana and like a white t-shirt, which is his costume after the rewrites, he has like, oh, and he has like just like regular pants. I don't know. Before that he had like these tight like black skinny jeans, which like kind of looked weird, I thought, but like other than that, he had a like jean jacket on, and it was like really cool. He had like a button-up shirt on, kind of like a, I don't know, it reminds me of Charlie Sheen, so I thought that was kind of a weird choice too. But like the jean jacket I thought was cool at least. And then like there's a scene where he's like standing on the tables, like walking across. And at the end, like in the version before the rewrites with the jean jacket, he like jumps off the table and like it looks really cool. And like the first time I saw that I gasped. But yeah, like all this to say is that like I thought the version before the rewrites, I was like, I like this Orpheus like a lot better. I think he's like way cooler and like just like a better like love interest, you know? And I was watching the video essay and they're like, yeah, like we had the show like pretty much down, but like, and people were responding to it, but like one critique a lot of people had was like, why does Eurydice even like Orpheus? Like he's like, he's just a terrible guy. And it was like, I don't know, just a sign to me that like, yeah, like I have bad taste in men. Like I like the like, I don't know, the like bad guy Orpheus, the bad boy. But like, yeah, everybody else is like, why does Eurydice even like him? Which is like fair, because like I didn't really like him, you know? But yeah, so this is maybe gonna be a shorter video, but I don't know what else to talk about. I always say that and then I end up talking for a long time. Yeah, it's always hard to like come up with a title. Like yesterday after I was done talking, I was like, I literally cannot tell you like one thing that I said. And then like, yeah, I film on my phone and then I just upload like right to the YouTube app, and I don't go and like put in anything in the, like sometimes I'm like, there's gonna be links in the doobly-doo. I don't do any of that on my phone. I like wait till it's uploaded and then go on my laptop because I can like copy and paste more easily. Just like, and I was like, I don't know what I talked about. I don't know what to put in here. I don't remember. And it took me like a while, and then like I was watching another video and it just occurred to me. I was like, oh, I think I talked about this video. Let me go put it in. And then like another hour later, it occurred to me like, oh, I talked about my own other channels. I should put links to those so people know like where to go if they want to like watch my astrology stuff or my music stuff instead of just me like talking about like random stuff. Those are just like more planned, like better edited, or not better edited, they are edited, most of them. Some of them still are because I was having other different technical difficulties with editing. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. We love, that's another thing about living in this exact moment. It's like, it kind of sucks because like everyone's trying to like, not everyone obviously, but like it seems like a lot of people, like when you open Instagram or like TikTok or like YouTube, you see like a lot of other people like posting videos on there. Like everybody wants to like get an audience and like maybe make money potentially. Like I don't know, it's just there's so much out there. And like I don't know, I was thinking about like there's always a reason not to do something, right? So it's like you can be like, I want to be a singer, but there's already so many other singers that like why would anyone listen to my songs? Like there's already so many other songs out there, nobody would want to hear my songs. But like imagine if Taylor Swift thought that, and then like we wouldn't like I don't know. Not that like Taylor Swift is the best singer songwriter ever in the world, you know, but like a lot of people really love her music and relate to it. And I have Folklore right here. Yeah, this was like a very gay awakening album for me. Like I don't care if Taylor Swift is actually straight, I'm a gayler. And yeah, I think Travis Kelce's a beard. I think he's probably gay too, but like let's not get into that. I don't really know anything about him. I just like, it seems like something that would happen. Like I think that Taylor Swift is gay, and so by default, like not knowing, like I have no evidence, like oh Travis Kelce said this one time in an interview or whatever, like I have nothing like that, but just like because I believe so strongly that Taylor Swift wrote like songs about women. Like some of these songs are definitely about women, you know. Like have I talked about this before? Cruel Summer, it's new, the shape of your body, it's blue, the feeling I got, and it's ooh, whoa, whoa, it's a cruel summer. It's new, the shape of your body. That's all you need to know. Like yeah, so like I do think she could be bisexual, but like I don't, yeah, it just felt like when I had feelings for a girl, I would walk around and listen to Folklore, and like walk my neighbor's dog, not my neighbor, my roommate, walk my roommate's dog, put in my AirPods and go listen to Folklore, and just imagine like the girl that I liked telling me that she had feelings for me too. Like and even though Taylor like hypothetically may have been thinking about a man when she wrote these songs, they inspired something in me that was very gay. So like I don't know, I don't know. I guess Hosier like is one example of somebody who can do that. Like he's an honorary lesbian. I mean, I'm not gonna say that like every single lesbian agrees with that. Some people probably, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, just for all future purposes, obviously there's no such thing as a monolith. I don't think like any group of people all think the same thing about anything. Even if it's like, you know, like gays for Trump or something, like he obviously like hates you. He's not gonna do anything to help you. Like I don't know, but like there are gay people out there who are like supportive of Trump, so like obviously we don't all think the same thing about anything. But yeah, this is gonna be so gay. And then like yeah, the reason that I'm making this like the sun is because I have another album that I'm working on. Like I have the one about getting jumped on Valentine's Day, and then I have like I finished that, and then I started working on this one, The Sun. Working title is The Sun. I think I might call it something else, like The Love of My Life or something, or Love at First Sight maybe. But right now it's like The Sun, and there's a lot of like kind of metaphors that revolve around, no pun intended, definitely pun intended, that revolve around the sun, or just like space in general sometimes. But yeah, I was like, the sun is like, also I was watching a lot of tarot readings about like this person. After like we stopped talking, I like needed to believe that like we would still reconnect one day, and like she would realize that she had feelings for me, and like we would be together. And so I was watching a lot of tarot readings, and then yeah, like they would talk about the sun, and I was like, that's like her, you know, like when I would see the sun card, I'd be like, that's a sign that like things are gonna happen with us, like something's, yeah, nothing's gonna happen. Did I say that? I don't remember if I talked about this yesterday. I think I started to mention it, but like I was getting this tattoo and telling my tattoo artist all about like that girl that I had feelings for. And like at the end of it, like after everything that I told her, she was like, I hate this bitch. Like because I told her stuff I haven't talked about on here yet, but like there was one point where she said she was disappointed in me because like I accidentally told a secret that I wasn't supposed to tell, but she didn't tell me that it was a secret before, so I didn't know. And so she was like, I'm just disappointed in you. And then later, like months later, she thought I was mad at her, I guess, and she was like, it just feels like you're disappointed in me. And I was like, oh, well, I never said that. But like I forgot at that point that she had. And then like after this was before I was like really interested in astrology, and then like so afterwards I was going back and looking through the texts between us to see if I could like just figure anything out like astrologically. And I was going back and I passed the first one where she said she was disappointed in me, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was rough. And I was scrolling back further, and then I was looking for one slightly before she said she was disappointed in me, the one where I told her like, hey, I accidentally told somebody this thing that the secret you told me. And then yeah, so I was looking for that one, and then I saw the one where she said she was disappointed in me after just reading, like rereading where she said she felt like I was disappointed in her, and I was like, oh my gosh, that just made me really mad. And then I was like, I don't care about whatever astrology thing I was looking for before, like what like I don't care. I'm just like, I can't believe she said that to me and then told me she thought I was disappointed in her. So yeah, I was telling my tattoo artist that. She's like, what are you, my mom? Like, you're disappointed in me, you know? And she's like, I hate this bitch. So yeah, after that, every time I start thinking like, maybe if we saw each other, like if we just like ran into each other in public, like things would like be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, you know? But then I would think back to that and be like, no, I hate this. I mean like, I'm obviously not obviously, nothing's, I heard someone say they don't like the word obviously, and I was like, whoa, because like it does kind of feel like condescending sometimes if someone's like, well, obviously blah blah blah, and it's like, well, that wasn't obvious to me. Yeah, it just seems like unnecessary a lot of the time. Anyway, yeah, I'm like, I want to say I'm grateful for the the role that she played in my life, I guess, but like, I don't know, sometimes it's like, am I really? Because it kind of feels like she took advantage, like it feels like she knew that I had feelings for her and like just like took advantage of that. If she wanted like a self-esteem boost, she'd like hang out with me, but then like, I don't know. Oh well, it's all in the past. Am I on? I think I have one more row. Yeah, it's really easy to do like tapestry crochet if you like multiply your pixels by like, I did 3 times for this one, and so it's just like you do 1 row like doing the color changes, and then for 2 rows you're just like, and this one's I'm doing 4 times bigger, so it's for 4 rows. I'm just like coasting, just doing the same color change. But then yeah, I did mess up over here. That's my dad. That's the kind of noises I was worried about. I did mess up here, and it's like I had to frog 3 rows. That was another thing. I started talking about frogging. I was like, it's called frogging because you rib it out, but like I brought it up because I was gonna say like my dad hates it when I have to frog something. He's like, oh my god, all that work you put into it, and now it's just all gone to waste. So he hates it when I frog things. And so I realized I messed up on this one. Like the tail is supposed to like be a little shorter, and so I was like, oh, I made the tail too long. But I was like running out of blue yarn, so I was like, it's kind of good that I made the tail, like I'm using more white than I would have otherwise. And so yeah, I was like, I still did run out before I wanted to, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, the reason I was gonna say that was just like, I told my dad like, hey, I messed up, should I frog it? He's like, no, nobody's gonna know, don't frog it. And I was like, I wasn't going to, because I realized like, just because of the blue yarn thing, I think otherwise I would have. But yeah, he was like, don't do it. And so I just left it. And so yeah, I'll like leave mistakes sometimes just because I know like, I'm like, my dad wouldn't want me to frog this. But I think I should probably start wrapping up. Did I finish everything that I started talking about? I hope so. Just in case the noise starts getting louder. I'm gonna keep doing this one row just so I finish this, like, this part, you know? Okay. And then if the noise gets too crazy, too loud, unnecessary use of crazy there. It's like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's like ableist, and I read people talking online about how they like don't like people using the word crazy, and so I was like, okay, try to stop using it. And then like there's also like the, you know, the Hillary Duff commercial where she's like, don't say that's so gay. Like when you say that's so gay, do you know what you're saying? And so like I would hear people say that's so gay, like even, okay, well I was older. I was like 23 when I started working at this restaurant, but like there was a girl who was like 16 who worked there, and she'd be like, that's so gay. And I was like, I'm bisexual. You shouldn't say that. I said it to multiple people, like you shouldn't say gay, you shouldn't say like the R slur, stuff like that. And then I would hear people like talking like to somebody else, like, but I was within earshot. Maybe they they like saw me or something, and then like they would say the word that I asked them not to say, and they'd be like, oh, Lauren's here, I shouldn't say that. And it's like, are you only not saying it because I'm here and I like, I don't know. It's just like, why can't people just be respectful of other people's feelings and just like not use words? Just don't use any words. I was gonna elaborate on that, and just not use words that like people have asked you not to say. It's not that hard to come up with other words. Yeah. This is like not something that I am allowed to do, but like I do think the T slur is kind of cute, and like reclaiming it could be fun, but like that's definitely not my call. I've never had it used against me. I have had somebody on Twitter say something transphobic to me, but like I'm not trans, so like it didn't really bother me. I mean, it was kind of confusing, and I was like, why? Yeah, they responded to, there's like a female comedian that I was following, Jenny H. Honig, something, Jenny, I can't remember, but like, yeah, it's been a while since I used Twitter, and I tried Blue Sky for a while, but it just wasn't the same. I just didn't like it as much. I didn't get any interactions really with anything I posted. But yeah. Oh, and then I started like getting a lot of DMs, but they were always like, oh, I have diabetes, or like mentions, not DMs I guess, but they're like, I have diabetes, can you like help me pay for insulin? And I would get like tagged in things like that all the time, and I'm like, I don't have money. I wish I could help you, but like more than that, I wish you didn't need help, because like insulin prices are ridiculously high for no reason. Not no reason, obviously, it's because some people are greedy and they want to make a lot of money off of like people who need insulin and like are gonna die without it, and like are willing to pay for, so they take advantage of that. But like no good reason. How about that? Insulin prices are really high for no good reason. I don't think like anybody should be like stuck paying that, as like, you know, but I can't help you, and I can't help everybody that DMs me. And then there's like people like from Palestine asking for money too, and I'm like, I gave everything. I gave so much money that I didn't have, really, like it wasn't mine. So yeah, I like overdrafted my bank account, and then like, yeah, it was just not good. I gave too much money to Palestine already, and like I tried making videos to raise money for like some people's campaigns, and it just like didn't really seem to help at all. And so it was just like very depressing, but like I was just like constantly being bombarded with people who like needed help, or like potentially were scams, but like probably both, honestly. But like people who needed help or scams, which like both are like people that who need help that I can't help, you know. I'm not trying to say like people who need help are just bad, but like if they're like asking me for help and I've like nothing that I can do for them, and I don't even really know them, they're just like random people there, and I would go to their pages and they would just be sending that like to a bunch of different people, just tagging like it'd be like 1,000 tweets with that same message and like a different handle, which is like they're probably bots, I don't know, but like yeah, some of them, you know. But it was just like overwhelming. I couldn't handle it, so I think I deactivated my account. I didn't delete it, but like I could just log back on and go, but it was like, what's the point? Like none of my friends are on here, like I don't know anybody really, and it just, yeah, it wasn't fun for me. Anyway, so there was that comedian on Twitter, and I've been on Twitter for a long time, so I don't remember her name. I think it's Jenny Hogan, but like, and then she was talking about like, there's this like kind of joke about like when it's very heteronormative, like when guys go on a first date like with a girl they met online, they're like hoping that they're not getting catfish, but like when girls go on dates, they're hoping their date's not a murderer. And some guys in the comments were like being really annoying to me, like, and yeah, I just like was responding back to like these guys making dumb jokes about it, and I was like, they're like not necessarily making dumb jokes about it, but like trying to like debate, I guess, with, they're like, actually I know a guy who blah blah blah, and I was like, guys, like shut the, she doesn't care about your opinion or something. And then yeah, I was like, this is like a joke, she's a comedian, and she's like, I think if she was really asking, I think it was phrased like as a question, like blah blah blah, asking for a friend or whatever. I was like, she's a comedian, she's not really asking for your opinion, and if she was really asking for opinions, I don't think she would care about the opinions of like cis men on this debate, you know. Like you guys are the murderers, right? Like, so am I on the right side? Wrong side. Okay, that's good. So yeah, one of them went to my Twitter and like he scrolled a few pictures down. Like I posted a few other pictures since this, but like there was like a time when I'd cut my hair like pretty much up here, like to my shoulders, to my chin, and then I was wearing this like top that was kind of see-through-ish, and I posted a picture, and like my boobs aren't like very big, and so like I think they responded and they were like, it's cute that you think you're passing or something. And I was like, do you think I'm a trans woman, like because my boobs aren't big enough or something? Like that's really like the insecurity that they targeted without knowing. I was like, oh my god, my boobs are too small. But like, yeah, I was like, I don't care that they think I'm not passing. Like even if I was trans, like passing isn't like something that like would be a big concern of mine, I don't think. I mean, obviously I don't know for sure, but like maybe it would be easier to go through life if you're like passing, but like also like, I don't know, just as a cis person who's like been taking in trans like discourses and stuff like over the internet for most of my life, it just doesn't seem like something that I would care about if I was trans. Anyway, so yeah, he's like, it's cute that you think you're passing. Like, cool. I'm not, so I just like blocked him. Yeah, that's, I think, a good lesson. You're not gonna oh no, I should make sure that's on the other side. It's so hard. Yeah, I think blocking people a lot of the times is like just so nice. Like, yeah. Sometimes they'll take it as a win. They're like, ah, this person blocked me, I won. But like, you don't have to be concerned with that. Like, you can both win. It's a win-win situation. They win because you blocked them, and you win because you don't have to deal with them anymore. So it just like, it makes everyone happy. Just block people. Yeah. Alrighty. This is gonna be so fun when it starts changing colors, but it feels really like kind of boring right now because it's just orange. And then I'm kind of concerned because like there's white in here, and I'm just like, what if the white and the white like are touching and then you can't tell what the shape is supposed to be? And there was one, like, so I started here, there was a little bit of orange and then a lot of white, and so I like trailed over the white here, but like I feel like I can see it. I can see this row has like orange, like a slight orange tint going through it. So because I can tell the difference even though I like worked over it, I'm hoping that like maybe it'll be a different enough white, like it's like white but like with little specks of orange or like purple in there. So we'll see. I'll like probably work on this all day. You'll probably see me working on it again tomorrow. It's kind of funny because like, so the original square is 25 by 25 and I just multiplied it by 4, so it's like 100 by 100. And so like with every stitch I'm like, okay, I'm like 0.01% closer to being done. Like I'm on row like 9, so I'm like 90% done. It's like, oh my, not 90, sorry, 9%. Yeah, I'm just like so good at math, you guys. I really am, but that's not really hard math. It's not good evidence, but I was like counting after a few rows. I was like, let me make sure I have 100 stitches, and I only had 99, and so I think I like must have messed up somewhere. But yeah, I just like, I was like, I'm not gonna like take it all out and go like start again and do like 100, because it's 100 stitches every row. I'm like, I already did like 400, you know. So, well, obviously not 400 because I don't have 100 stitches. It's 99. I'm like, I did 397, I think. 396, probably. 97? Yeah, 97. No, if I was going to 400, it'd be 396. So it'd be 4 rows without one, so you do like 400 minus 4. Anyway, yeah, sometimes when I'm crocheting like in a circle, I'm like, oh, I get foiling now. Like that. And I'm almost done with the row. And it's getting loud, so I think I'm gonna stop here. We're like 45 minutes almost, so let me just finish this last row while I say thanks for watching. Tune in next time to find out what the sun looks like with more colors, if the white messes it up. Follow my other, well, you don't have to follow, but check out my other channels if you want to hear about astrology or hear me singing or about me getting dumped on Valentine's Day. There's all kinds of stuff that you can watch. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.